Hello guys, Jerry teaches
Hi.
Chinese here. This is Cheryl, or
Hi,
Sissy,
guys.
if you'd like to say her Chinese name, Sissy. She's been on my other channel before,
Mm-hmm.
but this is her first time on Jerry teaches Chinese. So today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Cheryl.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much.
And let's make a video today about birthdays. Cheryl, in Chinese, right, the standard way of saying happy birthday is just 生日快乐.
Yeah. 生日快乐 and sometimes we'll end up with the like exclamation mark. And
Mm-hmm.
so just to emphasize it a little bit, that's pretty much similar with English, right? Just
Yeah,
happy
exactly. Like
birthday.
happy birthday. 生日 means birthday. So in
Yeah.
general, the first vocab word for you guys to learn is 生日, which means birthday. 快乐 is like happy. So
Yeah.
like it literally in Chinese it flips it around. Birthday happy. Birthday happy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, literally 生 is like birth and 日 is day. So literally it's a direct translation to birthday. And then 快乐, happy.
Yeah, I feel like happy birthday in Chinese, like the 生日快乐 is very straightforward. It's just like what you said, it's like birthday first and then happy at the end. So it's
Mm-hmm.
very straightforward and it's very easy to learn.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then the next thing we can talk about is the happy birthday song, because the happy birthday song came from the West and Chinese people translated it. Since it's your birthday, Cheryl, 祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐. So
Oh, thank you. You can
that's the
really
happy
do very
birthday
well.
song in Chinese.
Mhm.
The only vocab word for you guys to know is 祝你, because 生日快乐you already learned. So
Mhm.
祝你 literally means like I wish upon you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a way to bring this up and
Yeah.
then say, and then to express that you wish somebody to be happy and at their birthdays.
Yeah. Like another way to use 祝你 is, for example, 祝你好运. You know, if you want to wish
Yeah.
someone good luck. So for those of you trying to figure out how to use the word 祝你, it's kind of formal, but you know, if you want to wish something upon someone, you use 祝你. 祝你长寿, you know, like an old person, if the
Mhm.
old person is getting up there in age, 祝你长寿, which means like, I wish upon you a long life, basically.
Yeah, is it the same way with I wish you? So it's pretty much the
Uh,
same or
oh,
no?
like in English, right?
Yeah.
In English, would I say like, I wish maybe, but I think in English, for example, if it were, let's say I were talking to your mom or something, or talking to your uncle, I would more be like, um, I don't even know how I would phrase it. Like that type of exclamation, I don't think exists as much in English. Like it
Mhm.
almost would seem like an insult to say, "I wish upon you a long life." I guess you could say that, right? But
Mhm.
for example, my roommate Rob, would I if it's his mom's birthday, would I say, "I wish upon you a long life, Helen"? I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a little culturally kind of like not
Yeah.
exactly within the culture.
Yeah, so like 祝你 in Chinese may be a little bit formal
Mm-hmm.
compared to oh I wish you happy birthday, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
it's because like most of the time like the way how Chinese speak stuff is just more formal or like more traditional.
Yeah. Yeah. More imagery heavy, or like you said, more traditional. Like they'll use kind of 成语 and other ways of
Yeah.
expressing things. Especially Cheryl, this is something that I want you to kind of teach me about. Like when they give gifts and stuff, sometimes they'll like kind of you know, attach a lot of like Chinese culture and language to it. But before we explore that, guys, the word for gift in Chinese is 礼物.
礼物.
Yeah.
Yeah.
礼物, li is kind of like gift, wu is like a thing or a
Mhm.
stuff. So like the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
of gifts, 礼物. You can also give what's called 红包. 红包 is like your red envelope that understand Chinese culture a little bit. 红包. So 红包 or 礼物.
Yeah, I don't think it's very common to send someone some money in Western culture, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know why. I feel maybe for them it's just too superficial if you
Yeah.
send
Yeah.
someone. money is like it's too like material stuff.
Yeah, too materialistic,
Material.
exactly.
Yeah. It's
Even
like
though it's like in capitalism, right?
mhm.
Like the West is all about capitalism. So you would think that money would be the best gift because I'm gonna go deep, all right, guys? I'm gonna go deep because it's her birthday.
No,
If you
I don't
send
know. I'm
people
not
gifts,
superficial conversation.
but for example, think about it like this, guys. If it's Cheryl's birthday and I send her a gift, right?
Mhm.
I give her a $20 gift, a gift that I think I understand her. I'm gonna give her a $20 gift. But what if instead of giving her a $20 gift, I just give her $20 and she can spend that $20 on herself? Wouldn't
Mhm.
she spend that $20 a little better than I would spend the $20? Yes, you can argue that the thought, the emotions of me picking out something, right,
Mhm.
that adds value to the $20 gift that I give her. But from an
Yeah.
economist perspective, her taking my $20, that's already the positive feeling. And then she can spend that $20 on something that will better reflect what she wants. That's my
Mhm.
deep rant for today. And that
That's
justifies, I'm
totally.
saying Chinese culture is smart by giving direct money, 红包 or money, 钱.
So you feel that's pretty smart?
I think that's pretty smart.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like it's not actually about the amount of money. It's more about the gesture. You're trying to show your gesture to someone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that Chinese people don't like sending each other uh, gifts. But sending money is just very common behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you took extra time, so you didn't just take your time to give money, you took extra time to go to the store or go online and pick out something and think about the person. I guess that's the added value.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I think it depends on you how much you understand the person you want to send a gift to. If you understand them very well, you may find a like gift that suits them very well. But if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know that much, maybe sending a wrap package, like send them some money or like a gift card is also fine.
Yeah, yeah. And that reminds me, before we continue with this, I want to give you guys some more terms related to birthdays. One is 过生日, 过
Mm-hmm.
生日, which means literally it's your birthday taking place. 过 means like past or go past, but in this case, it's just like it's my birthday. So if someone's having their birthday, so like Cici, Cheryl, 过生日, that's how you would use it. So for example,
Yeah.
today I could say like 今天
Mm-hmm.
CC 过生日. Like that's how you
Yeah.
would kind of phrase 过 in this context.
Yeah.
过
Yeah.
生日.
Yeah. It's like the verb
Yeah,
between the person and the birthday.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It means
You
today is
could
my
also
birthday.
use the word for like to be, the generic is word. So 是 you can say 今
Mm.
天是 CC 的生日. So like you could say that too. 是 you can use that verb for those of you familiar with that verb. So you can say 过生日 or 是 CC 的生日.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think like a guo is more like a oral language compared to 是? It's
I think so. Probably 是 is a little bit more formal, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to my friends today, I'll just be like, oh, 今天我过生日. So it's like
Yeah.
today is my birthday. I
Yeah.
think that's more common.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I haven't lived in China for a long time, I would probably say 今天是我的生日. And
How
then
long?
everyone like Cheryl will be like, oh, you see, Jerry's Americanized. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. No, I feel like even like 今天是我的生日 is also common. If you say that, I won't tell that you are like an American boy.
Cheryl, what are some kind of ways that when they give money, for example, give 红包, give 礼物, they'll incorporate Chinese culture or incorporate like more intermediate / advanced kind of Chinese language into the numbers?
You mean like when they send the wrap packet to each other, what kind of like information
Yeah.
will together? Oh, it's kind of like kind of like the the words you put in postcard, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel most of the time it's also like some very common used phrases, something like I don't know if it's too complicated for
Oh, it's fine. This video is going to be titled "All About Birthdays," so they can start with the simplified stuff, and if they want to get complicated, they'll watch till the end. So lots for them to rewatch, right? It's all about them rewatching.
I would say something like 祝你天天开心 something like that. So it's like wish you a happy birthday and also be happy every day next. Or you can also try to say something special like I cannot think about a better one currently.
Yeah, 天
now.
天开心 is pretty good. 祝你天天，天天 means every day. So a lot of times in Chinese, they'll repeat that word to kind of emphasize it's repeated. So for example, 常常 like often. So like 我常常打电话, right? They repeat the word 常. So like 天天, you could say 每天 every day, but if you say 天天, you emphasize that it's repeated every day, daily. So 祝你天天开心.
Yeah, I feel like what you mentioned, like the numbers may mean a lot of stuff when people sending each other the red packets. So I feel between boyfriends and girlfriends, couples, it's like couples, they may use like special numbers like what I mentioned to you before, like 1314.
1314.
Yeah, something like that, or like a 512.
512. Okay, so let's go through 1314 first.
No, sorry, it's not 512, it's 520.
Yeah, 520 Arling, which we've explored on this channel before. For those of you who haven't seen that one, watch that here.
Yeah.
But what is 1314 for those who don't know?
It pretty much means like a forever together, something like that. So it's like 一生一世.
So it's a pun. It's a pun on 一生一世.
Yeah, 1314. So it's like forever together, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I see. Yeah. So 一三一四一 is it 生 or 生?
生 it's the 生日的生.
Oh, okay. So it's with the G. It's the 一生一世.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. 一生一世. Oh, I see. That's cute. All your life for 一生一世. I see.
Yeah.
一双人, 一生一世, 一双人.
And people also like number 9, right? You know that part, right? Because 9 means 9.
Oh, like forever.
Yeah, like a long relationship and long.
I see. So I guess they could send something like $999. It's like forever.
That's a good
or
number.
If they really have money, $9,520, right? It's like forever. I love you. 9. Oh no. I guess you could say 9我爱你 a little bit. So 9,520.
Wow, that's a lot.
Or if you're not as rich, 52.09. So 520.
Yeah,
kind of
smart.
a little bit.
Yeah, that's very smart.
Yeah, exactly. So Sissy, what did your boyfriend send you?
Oh, that's what I want to mention.
Okay.
He actually sent me some red packets. Sent me a red packet with an amount of like 2999.
2999. Okay, so like 爱999. So like love you long. I see. Like love you a very long time. So 2999. I love you long time, basically.
Yeah, but I still prefer a gift other than just the red packet. I told him maybe I can return send you back the red packet and you can actually buy gift for me.
But it's kind of hard, right? Because it's like long distance. So he's gonna have to ship something from China.
No, he can actually buy it online, right?
Oh, that's true. He can buy it online and then it can ship directly to you.
Come on, Jerry, it's 21st century.
I'm still stuck in non-Chinese modes, man. But wow, guys, 21st century people. See, I'm learning every day too. So now you know, man, 9's a good number when it comes to birthdays because it means forever. 2's a good number because it kind of sounds like love, right? So we got a bunch of things, and then 1314 is a pun, a word play off like forever, basically 一生一世.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's also in Western culture. I feel like I don't know how to express this, like 整生日. So it's like 10 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old. like are more important than other birthdays.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. In English, it's the same. In Western culture, like for example, when you're 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or when you're like 20, when you hit your 30s, when you hit your 40s, it's definitely a very important birthday compared to like 28, right?
Really?
Yeah. I'm about to hit 30 next month. So like I'm sure it'll be like, "Oh my god, you're 30." I don't care, but like to everyone's mind it'll be like, "Whoa. Oh, you're 30."
But in Chinese, you may have heard this before, like 30而立 and 40是什么来？我 I need to search it.
Yeah, I searched it up. I haven't heard of any of this. 30. See, in
No,
English, we have
it's
things
not
like 30's the new 20 or 40's the new 30, right? Those are our expressions because we're living longer and we're feeling younger. But I think it's different than what Cheryl's trying to say. By
yeah,
the way, I give Cheryl her name, by the way. Cheryl's name came from me, so.
yeah, it's a good one. I like it. Thank you, Jerry.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm going to give you guys another word. There's a word called 徒弟, which means like your student. I want her to be my social media student. She wants to start a YouTube channel. That's why I got her on. So I'm going to be her 师傅, like her teacher. She's going to be my 徒弟. I want her. Well, so the word is 收徒弟. I'm trying to get another student. She's going to be my next student.
Mm-hmm. What's the English word of 徒弟? Is it like a pen? Appendix?
Apprentice. Yeah.
Apprentice.
Apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the saying. It's like 30而立 40而不惑 50知天命 60古来稀 Did you hear about this
Send it to me
before?
on Facebook. I'll probably put it as a link or something.
I feel this one is a very famous saying in Chinese.
I've never heard it before.
No way, it's
I've
very
never heard it.
important.
Yeah, I'm so removed. I haven't had a birthday in China since like 2006, I think. That was the last time I had a birthday in China.
So did you hear about like 30而立 40不惑 this kind of stuff before?
Never.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
god. You definitely need to.
Yeah, I guess that's why I brought you on, right? You know more about Chinese culture than I do. I'm just a teacher. You're the expert. The teacher defers to the expert.
Oh, no,
It's just like when you build a YouTube channel, you'll defer to the expert, right? You'll teach whatever, but with like stuff related to YouTube, you'll refer to the expert.
Mm-hmm. So it's like 30而立 basically means that once you turn into 30 and you are pretty much a grown up already. Yeah, you are pretty much like ready to do everything you want to do, something like that. 40不惑 is like you don't feel that confused about your life. And 50知天命 is like once you turn into 50, you pretty much know what your future is like, and you don't fight or struggle that much anymore. You just accept whatever your life and your fortune gives you. Yeah, it's pretty deep. I feel it's pretty deep.
Wow. That is pretty deep. So 20若贯
Yeah.
30而立 40不惑 50知天命 I found it 60花架子
Yeah.
70古来稀 80 wait I don't know that term.
I don't know the later part because it's too old.
Exactly. Well, once we get there, we'll experience.
Yeah, we will know. Yeah.
It just means old age. 耄耋之年 I see. So the average life expectancy didn't get past 80 back then because it doesn't continue after that.
Yeah, I don't think there are people that old who are that old.
Wow. Yeah. Actually, that's pretty cool. 而立 literally means like Sheryl said, you kind of, it's almost like you're finally on track to do what you were trying to do or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then 40不惑 不惑 is like 惑 kind of means confused, right? I think.
Yeah. This one means you don't feel confused anymore. It's like no confusion anymore.
I see. So it's like you'll take a decade in your 30s to like go for it so that by the time you're in your 40s, so 30s, you really go for it.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're in your 40s, you're like, I know exactly what I'm doing. So you have a decade where you're kind of like, yes. And then in your 50s, you're like, okay, well, this is just what life was meant to be. So in your 50s, it's like, that's interesting. Because, you know, in American culture, I don't know if it's the same in Canada where you are, Sheryl, but in American culture, 50 is where you have your half-life crisis. You know about that?
Yeah, I heard about that a lot. It's like a half-life crisis, a quarter-life crisis.
Yeah.
That people in the States have a lot of crisis.
Yeah. So half-life crisis is when you hit 50 and you're like, wow, what have I accomplished? What am I doing with my life? And a lot of people either quit a job or start a new business or, you know, do something like buy a fancy car or get divorced or something like that. So it looks like the trajectory of Westerners when they hit 50 is actually when they become like, instead of 不惑, it's like 50而惑 or something like that.
Yeah, I feel it's pretty much the opposite of the Chinese philosophy. And in the Chinese sayings, it's like when you get to 50, you accept your fortune already.
Yeah.
But it's for you, like for the Western philosophy, it's like you want to explore more about your life. That's pretty interesting.
Exactly. What is 花甲子?
Hard to explain. I cannot even explain it in Chinese very well.
Mm-hmm. Because most people in America, in the West, I don't know how it is in Canada, but in America, you retire. You try to retire by 60, right? So it's like you suddenly have a little bit of more money because you retired, and now you can go travel. So everything you should have done when you were young, now you're going to do in your 60s. But you're now kind of too old. But, you know, people try to recapture their youth in their 60s. So I'm curious what the 60s means for kind of Chinese culture.
It just means 60 years old, but it's related with the way, like a traditional Chinese way to calculate the time and year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it.
I see. So it's just saying 60 is 60. It's just 60.
Yeah, 60
Nothing
is 60.
too meaningful.
It's simple and straightforward.
I see.
Yeah.
By the way, it's 82 degrees in my room. Wow. I was wondering. I was like, it's getting hot. Mm-hmm. So take off. I'm just kidding. I'm going to do it. All your clothes. I am getting so hot. You know that song?
I don't know that one.
I had to send you. That's my childhood right there, man. If you want to understand Americans, you got to listen to that song. People my age, that's our childhood. It's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. And then you take off your clothes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, guys, this was Sheryl. Again, 生日快乐, aka happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I will give one more term.
Yep.
In Chinese culture, it's not as taboo to ask people how old they are. So you could say like, 你多大?
Yeah.
Right?
你多大? Yeah.
Yeah. So like 你多大, that usually is kind of the most common way. You could probably make it more formal, like, how else would you say it? You could say 你有好多岁. Could you say like that?
Yeah, 你有多少岁了?
你有多少岁了?
或者你今年多大? But it's the same.
Yeah. Probably 你多大 or 你今年多大 is the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not taboo, but I feel it's also not that applies to us young girls, but older people is fine. Exactly,
guys. This is the difference. See, in America, you don't want to ask old people how old they are. In Chinese culture, it's okay. In Chinese culture, don't ask young people how old they are, especially young women, like Sheryl said.
Don't ask me. I'm forever 21.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key. They want to be forever 21, so don't ask them. And that's why, for example, like, if you're going to call them 姐姐, like sister, older sister, you have to say 小姐姐, right? You can't say 大姐姐.
Yeah. But
because 小
why?
妹妹 has a bad connotation. So if you want to compliment her, but you also don't want to make her feel old, you can say 小姐姐.
Mm-hmm. But why is it a taboo to ask old people's age in the Western?
I think it's just because they're old. They don't want to be called old because there's a lot of negative connotations related to being old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people want to capture their youth also. So like if you're calling them old or asking their age, then you're kind of implying that you think they're old already. And maybe it's more like an ego thing. Like you're not really trying to be offensive, but they're getting offended. They're letting their own ego get in the way, right? So what if you're 50? Like if you're healthy and you're 50, so what? You got a few more wrinkles, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like for old Chinese people, they may be proud of the age. They
Yeah,
because they feel that's a provement of their experience
yeah,
and everything they know.
yeah,
And yeah, I feel it's so different.
yeah. 我活了很长时间了，
对，我很老很老了。
我很老。
Yeah.
你小不懂。Like the Chinese people always say, 你小孩不懂。Which I just said you're a little kid, you don't understand. You know, that's like ageism in Chinese culture. So like sometimes older people, grandparents are like, 你小，你不懂。
Hmm. I guess it's also because like younger Chinese people they actually respect old people a lot
Yeah,
more. They yeah the obeyed old people a little bit more than
yeah,
the other countries.
exactly. So that's a cultural thing too. So old people can say that, and it actually has an effect. Like like in America, if someone says, "Yo, I'm old," I know stuff. Someone will be like, "No, you're just senile," right? That's how people retort in English, but in Chinese, people will be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, 老板说的对," or something like that, and then you like listen to her for a little bit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly. Cool, man. This was great. See, I knew Cheryl would be great. So if you guys want to encourage her to do her YouTube channel, she had a bunch of ideas, talk about Chinese movies, talk about not just Chinese movies, just movies, but probably she'll focus on like Chinese palace dramas and historical dramas. She had another thought about doing kind of fashion stuff, shopping hauls. And then I gave her the idea because Cheryl, she does UI, UX. She also did architecture, stuff like that. She do like drawing, talk about art. So for those of you that want to encourage her, right there, 我收徒弟. I want her to be my 徒弟, Also, Qina, I'm going to bring you on soon. You and her need to fight over this voice, man. You guys have the same voice. So I expect a cat fight soon. Because
Oh,
I was going to say she stole your voice, but that's not fair. You might have stole her voice, so you guys have to fight it out.
yeah. Now I'm really curious to hear her voice.
Yeah, I'll
You
send it to
mentioned
you
that
on
we
Facebook.
sound very similar.
Yeah, very, very similar. Hers is slightly more canto, but
Oh, like yeah, Cantonese.
yeah,
He speaks Cantonese, right?
yeah, exactly. So I think her tonations at the end sometimes fluctuate a little bit more than yours, but like the pronunciation's the exact same.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. Cool, guys. So
Oh,
how do you say happy birthday to Cheryl? Leave that in the comments. Leave her a happy birthday in Chinese. We will check your work.
bye. Do we need to?
Yeah, we can say bye. Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.